5 myths about Dubai real estate. Just cut through the clutter and the noise, get to the bottom so that you can be guided the right way. Show reel first. Alright guys, welcome back. If you're looking to purchase a property in Dubai, don't forget there is a link below. Hit it, click it, let's talk. Like, subscribe, and bell icon. And obviously, if you've got a genuine question, put it in the comment section. I'll take it up. My team filters, brings it to me during the weekly live. 5 myths about Dubai real estate that might be causing you to perhaps be misdirected or perhaps lose out on lucrative opportunities in Dubai. Myth number 1. All properties are luxurious and expensive. So Dubai cuts this figure of 5-star, 7-star glamour, right? Mega mansions, beautiful hotels, beautiful sea resorts, and so on and so forth. So a lot of people perhaps sometimes walk away with the mindset that if you want to come and buy a property in Dubai, you've got to buy in the luxurious segment, the expensive segment, so on and so forth. That's not true. We've got other areas in Dubai that I would consider more affordable. Here's the kicker though. In Dubai, affordable does not equal bad. Okay? So these areas that I'm going to talk about, for instance, are Town Square, Dubai South. They're more affordable, but they are full communities with parks, hotels, Starbucks, Pennies. These are not the projects that you might find in some of the Western countries. These are affordable, but they are still at par with Dubai's, allowing you to still have a very good standard of living. Okay, so not all properties are luxurious and expensive in Dubai. Okay, myth number 2. A lot of people actually think that Dubai is super overpriced. Okay, and that's just not true. If you calculated per square foot price of Dubai properties and compared them with India, Mumbai, the top cities, New York, Toronto, Tokyo, London, Paris, Vancouver perhaps, Dubai is still 70% cheaper or less priced, okay? Why? Because Dubai is still a new entrant on the block. It's getting there where high net worth individuals are making this a playground, but there are places which are not super premium, super priced, okay? Now, yes, if you are going to go into downtown, Dubai Marina, Palm Jumeirah, the established communities, you're going to be paying premiums, but the less established communities like JVC, you're not targets of huge premiums, okay? So you can get away with lower premiums, okay? Number 3, I like this one. And of course, I don't. So perhaps I could say this, right? Okay, so myth number 3, volatile and unstable. Can you see it? All right, myth number 3, volatile and unstable. Now, this gives me a little bit of food for thought for myself. Where do myths come from? What creates a myth? Is there sometimes fire if there's smoke, or is it always that there is smoke without fire? I think both sides need to be balanced. Sometimes myths get created because of some reality that gets prevalent and then talked about. And even after the myth's long gone, it stays. And then they say there's no smoke without fire. So sometimes perhaps there was a fire before and the smoke's just hovering around. So myth number 3, the market is volatile and unstable. I think in the 20 years of Dubai's market age, as it goes to more maturity, there was a time, especially from 2003 to 2008, when the volatility and instability was everywhere, or perhaps the prices going up were too fast and then they crashed very fast. But from 2013 to 15, or let's say 2012 to 15, the government stepped in to make sure a similar situation like 2008 does not happen. What did they do? They brought in government regulations to ensure that prices don't go up too fast and don't come down too fast. There's 3 things that I'm going to talk about, okay? So in 2013, November, the Dubai Land Department increased the Dubai Land Department registration charges from 2% to 4%. This immediately put a little dampener on the market, but it didn't cause a heart attack in the market. But every time you now bought and sold the property, instead of paying 2%, you had to pay 4% as land department registration charges. So it kind of slowed down the market. Number two, flipping of off-plan properties, you had to pay a minimum of 40% before you could actually flip them, okay? And this was especially true with the big, larger developers like Emaar and so on and so forth. Last but not the least, the mortgages are still controlled, and I think the minimum you have to still pay is, I think, 30%. Well, sorry, not 30%, it's still 20%. And I think, like, don't take my word for it, but it's my opinion. If Dubai opened tomorrow, low mortgages, like for instance, if you could take a mortgage on with just a 5% down payment for 20 years, this market would catch on fire instantly. Okay, fire like a good way, it would just skyrocket. But the problem with that is people sometimes who are paying 5%, I'm not going to say they have no business buying a property, it's just that they perhaps are getting enticed and brought in by the sellers, and perhaps they've not got all their marbles or ducks in line before they buy a property, right? Perhaps. So that volatility and instability, the government regulations have kept them at bay now. Okay, we don't see sharp increases or decreases on both sides. Myth number 4, buying is better. Okay, so now you might not hear a real estate agent talk about it in this way, but buying is not always better for you in Dubai. Okay, perhaps it depends on your individual situation, your financial situation. Are you going to be staying in Dubai the long term? Are you going to be leaving from Dubai perhaps at certain stage, and so on and so forth? So it depends on your personal situation. If you sit across 10 brokers or agents, they're going to tell you, why aren't you buying? You should be buying, blah, 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 blah. It depends on your personal financial situation. If you're immigrating to Canada after 2 years, do you really want to buy a property here and then give it to somebody else to manage it? If you're thinking, hey, I'll just buy it and it'll for sure appreciate in value and I can make more money, perhaps, yes, but then go and buy value. How do you define value? Have an expert working with you, so on and so forth. So buying is not always better necessarily. You've got to always look at the pros, cons, and do a full analysis of understanding the whole situation before you end up buying, okay? Last but not the least, off-plan is risky. Off-plan in the Dubai market essentially means under construction properties. Now, while before 2008, people didn't understand the risk, but it was risky. Post 2008, so post 2008, the Dubai government under the Land Department, in conjunction with the Real Estate Regulatory Agency, has introduced several different rules and regulations, such as the escrow account compliance, such as the 20% down payment by a developer and the full ownership of a plot before anybody can start building or selling. All of these lead to making sure that the developers end up building. So even throughout the crisis of the pandemic and so on and so forth, any buildings that were started post 2008, generally speaking, have been finished. Developers have not run away. They're actually doing what they need to do to finish the buildings, okay? Plus, developers like Emaar that's delivered 80,000 not square foot, 80,000 apartments, offices, hotels, buildings, commercials, so on and so forth. DMAC that has, I think, at minimum delivered maybe 30,000 plus apartments, villas, so on and so forth. With all of this being done, it means that off-plan is generally safe now if you're just doing it the right way. So, addressing all the myths, okay? Number 1, all properties are luxurious and expensive. Not true. There are the lower priced areas available. That does not translate into them being bad. They're still good. Number 2, all prices in Dubai are overpriced. No, per square foot prices are at least 70% lower when you compare Dubai to other international cities, though Dubai prices are now going up, okay? Market's very volatile and unstable. Government has introduced, there was some truth to this, government's introduced rules and regulations that don't allow for the same kind of volatility and instability now. Buying is better, depends on your situation. Don't fall for a trap. Last but not the least, off-plan is risky. Maybe, maybe not. There are rules and regulations in place to stop off-plan being risky. You still gotta go and buy value. Click below to work with me. Like, subscribe, and bell icon. ask me a question in the comment section. Bye for now. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.